Coded February 13th, 2025.
I didn't feel like doing it. I'm not in the mood. I'm not up for it. These are statements that are generally made by someone who's going to be very limited in the goals that they're trying to achieve and the scope and the time frame in which they are trying to achieve them. Today, I wanted to talk about consistency. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Endure, Believe, Rise. I hope this message reaches you in good energy. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health. So we have a spectacular quote here, so let's get into it. Quote of the day: a river cuts through a rock, not because its power, but because its persistence. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish with consistency. Jim Watkins. Song of the day: Promise Me, by Written by Wolves. So when we talk about consistency, the things that usually come to mind, the definition is doing it every day, right? Doing it constantly, doing it repetitiously, doing it religiously. I don't want to focus too much today on the definition of consistency, but rather the mindset of doing it even when you don't feel like doing it. See, there's a mindset that's being perpetuated throughout society to go with the flow. There's a mindset that's being perpetuated throughout society that match the energy. Read the room. Go with your gut feelings. Now, while I will say instincts and gut feelings do play an important part in the decision making process, they are not to be considered when we are looking for consistency. Because if you go with your gut feeling, you'd be late for work. You'd hit the snooze button 300 times and say, you know what? It's okay if I don't show up on time. If we did what we felt like doing, we'd go get that double cheeseburger and not reach for that salad. We go for that milkshake instead of that protein shake. If we did what we felt like doing, if we matched energy instead of creating it, we go to the gym and we would just half do a workout. We would give 10% in our fitness. If we just decided to go with the flow, how studious of studying would we do for this exam, for this test, for this degree? You see, I can continue to go on and on with these examples. Consistency doesn't have jack to do with your feelings. Consistency has to do with what you hope to accomplish. And that's what you have to understand a lot of people are looking for when they're looking for a leader, when they're looking for someone to follow, when they're looking for someone to promote, when they're looking for someone to model themselves after. They're looking for someone who doesn't switch up just because the weather does. Well, it's raining today, so this is a good day to skip that workout. They're not looking for someone who switches up just because their feelings switch up. Well, today I woke up in a bad mood, so I'm going to go ahead and, decide to be 3 hours late to work. Consistency and persistence demands that no matter how you feel and what you feel, no matter what circumstances may have been dealt to you, that you still show up, that you still decide, I'm going to get one in today. I'm going to move the ball a little bit further up that hill. I'm going to inch closer to the finish line. Now, your best today might be different from your best yesterday, might be different from your best tomorrow, but consistency and persistence demands that you give that best. And effort is between you and you. You and you only know if you could have gave more, if you could have went harder, if you quit early. And if you're consistent at that, you will be a persistent failure. But if you can make yourself, if you can motivate yourself, if you can find the resources, the videos, the quotes, the musics, the songs, the moments that will light a fire on you, that will switch when you don't feel like doing it to, I'm going to make myself do it. If you could do that, if you can be consistent, you see, excuse me, guys, still getting over a cold. The river doesn't cut through the rock because it gives one good day, one good week, one good month of persistence. The river doesn't cut through the rock because it shows up on the big game and the big game only. The river cuts through the rock because day in and day out, it is persistently and constantly giving its best and its all and its effort to accomplish an insane amount of work, to accomplish a beautiful and powerful goal. You must establish persistence and consistency. All right, guys, I need you to take care of yourselves. Please be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.